We just catch this game at the very start of it. Let's go over the matchups as soon as I set everything up here. Trinity top, Jax, Zac jungle against Ivern. Hey, Akali mid against KO, which is very interesting. I personally been in this matchup more than once. When I say that, I mean I've been in this matchup twice. Both times I hated the Akali. This is gonna be Varus, Thresh. I don't know why I stopped talking. Varus, Thresh against Silver Leona. So that's gonna be the matchup we have for this game. A few scaling monsters. But how can champions like KO and Silver hope to outscale the terrifying late game monster that is Ivern? So Ivern jungle actually has a few possibilities. He's one of those champions whose classic cheese strat involves triple buffing. Grow the blue, go over, steal the red, come back, grow the rest of your camps. That play has since been very easily counter-abused, because Ivern started doing it every game, and then eventually people just know, oh yeah, defend your other buff camp. So let's see if this Jax actually helps out here. Ivern is gonna go for the correct route, which is growing wolves into a buff. Now, if this Zac is smart, he might try to anticipate the Ivern cheese and immediately go to red. But it seems like the Ivern is actually not invading. So he's not gonna go for the triple buff, he's just gonna go do a standard Ivern opener instead. Much less risky. And it is a gamble when you try to do the triple buff invade as Ivern, because you don't have the information that the enemy jungler isn't anticipating it. And if you do get anticipated, you get caught out, game's over. Ivern cannot afford to die that early. So, very high risk for, let's say, a medium reward, because early buff denial actually does matter quite a little bit. Oh, the Thresh is going to hook the Leona under the tower, Leona's going to have to flash away. No death. But Leona is the one who blows the summoner. Alongside was the Thresh. Several will also heal up. And the Zac finally making his way around to topside. Akali is still very favored in this lane against the KO. She has a lot of kill pressure on the KO. Oh my god, that hook's threaded the needle. Oh, Silver's gonna tank a bunch of pain and just walk away. Kinda scathed. Blue team was smart enough to know that you shouldn't all in on that. Akali gonna probably find something here. The Shuriken gonna find it first blood to the Akali. Ivern helps out with the root. So now that gives away some info to Red Team. Red Team knows that Ivern showed up with double buffs. So he did the standard clear on his own route. And it's pretty obvious that he's going for Scuttle next into bot lane. But bot lane has worded this out. They see him coming. They're in a prime position to back off. They're smart enough to back off, but the Thresh still might force it. He doesn't have a flash. So Ivern's just gonna walk away. Wait, his master emo. He has Eternals. He has like 30 something milestones on his Eternal. That is an upgraded mastery emote, unless I'm mistaken. I saw it out of the corner of my eye, so I wasn't sure. Oh my god, this is an Ivern spammer. That should be entertaining. A good Ivern, which I'm assuming he is after gathering that many milestones on this champion. Good Ivern is something else. It's so annoying to play against, but it's always a treat to watch. Akali gonna go for an aggressive trade. She's gonna win these, no problem. Early on. Leona gonna go for a full-on engage. Thresh is gonna get poke low. He doesn't have flash. Ignite's gonna land on him. He exhausts the Silver and pulls her in. Silver's taking a lot of damage. Varus finds it with a piercing arrow. The ADC lives, and the ADC is angry. He wants to kill on the Leona. Leona bashes him in with his shield. One more shot will do it. He finds the double kill. Varus gets a 2 for 0. Well, 2 for 1, but nothing of value was lost, he says. Ivern is topside, he's looking for a gank, he's not gonna find it here. Tryndamere also doesn't have a best laning against Jax, because Jax kinda counters everything Tryndamere wants to do with the click of one button. Ivern's gonna go back and grove his camps for next harvesting. What, you think he frees the camps? Of course he doesn't. He harvests their souls for himself. That's what he does. The groves aren't protection. The groves are to set up the reaping of souls. He was Fiddlesticks before Fiddlesticks was cool. You can't prove me wrong. The Zack's gonna land with a slingshot but not gonna find it. Kali's just fine. Oh wait, Akali! Hey, did she forget that Kale's range at level 6? What was she rocking in for? Oh man. She also hasn't shopped in a long time. She got that kill and never went back. This is a reset for her. She picks up Lamp Scepter, changes her mind, goes for Double Sword, and the Tome. Meanwhile, bottom lane, Varus gets dropped. From the good old 2-on-2 pile on him until he suffocates and dies. A terrifying strategy of war. So far, pretty even game. And the Kali goes for the full-on garage sale. She could have afforded Revolver. Why did she not go Revolver? She went for 2 Lancers and 2 Tomes. Wait, that's 700 gold. She could have gone Cutlass. What is this garage sale? She had enough gold for that, right? Hold on. Yeah, she had enough gold for that. She could have gone Cutlass. But no, she went this. Cutlass or Revolver, take your pick, but she picks neither apparently. Ivern's here, Silver instantly flashes over the wall. Not gonna deal with that mess. Ivern's just flashing his mastery emo the whole way through. He's gonna grow up the scuttle. Kali might come in for a dive. She's level 6. Perfect execution is available, but the Kali tries to spell shield. No, not Kali. Silver tries to spell shield. Very ill-advised dive from the Akali. She should have known better. Ivern gonna get saved out by the Thresh. And blue team just collectively ignores the fact that their Akali player suddenly lost her brain. That, okay, her item purchases make no goddamn sense. Oh, no. No. That is not how you build a champion. Mara's not gonna find it here, but the Thresh is taking down from the Ignite. Leona is not level 6, but she's flashing in regardless. The last hit of Ignite not gonna finish him off. Leona's being slowed up, but the Zack comes in for the cleanup. Long range, and this blade lands on the Varus, and now Varus is in so much trouble. He can't make it out. He doesn't have flash. The Silver will take it, and now top lane, Jax goes in for an aggressive trade against the Tryndamere. They're perfectly even, but I still think Jax can beat Trynd in the 1v1. He's going for it aggressively. Tryndamere's gonna pop on Dying Rage. That's gonna give Jax a signal to get out of there. Spinning Slash will take it. He's not gonna go for it. Ignites last hit. Not enough. Oh man, Ignite's not killing anybody this game. Jax, very dangerous to stay on her tower. Spinning Slash 100% kills him. Please get out. Ah, he lost out on the mind games, which means that's very not dead Jax. I thought he was dead for sure. How does he not die there? Seems like a flub execution from at least one side to get the game to go that way. Oh, here comes the Daisy. They're just not letting this Jax go. The explosion! The Jax counter-strike. Oh, but he can't dodge the Daisy punch. Ivern finds the kill. Jax is gonna fall, and Tryndamere gets some alone time with that towers for sweet juicy plate money. Now forget about everything I said about KO beating Akali, KO not beating Akali in lane, because this KO is beating the Akali in lane. Because as we've all seen twice now, the Akali player doesn't particularly have a functional brain. Silver is gonna find a 2v2 crit kill onto the Varus with a completed Reaver very early on in the game. Actually, after the early deficit, she's fully pulled it back and now fully ahead. Rampage for the Silver, 5-1 and 2. Very, very impressive scoreline. And the Akali overstaying at mid, melted by the tank jungler. Now she's finally gone back, made up her mind, picked up the gunblade, not the revolver. Oh no, refunded the revolver. Okay, she changed her mind again. Oh my god, what's she gonna buy? Okay, revolver. Okay, she does no. Wait, another tome. What's she doing? Boost plus Tome doesn't make an item. Finish an item! Sivir's gonna be unstoppable at mid lane. Zac is here to welcome his new friend. Tryndamere's in a lot of trouble, but Undying Rage is still up. He's chopping away at the Jax. Jax has to leap away to save himself. Undying Rage gets popped in self-rescue. Ivern gonna root up the jungler to buy his top laner some time. He's gonna summon Daisy. To do something. Zac thought that he was doing Scuttle, so he grabbed Scuttle from the other side of the wall, but that is very much what Ivern is not doing. I kind of respect this Ivern player, so I just inherently assume everything he's doing is just this massive 3000 IQ play. Maybe that's kind of giving him a little bit too much credit, but you know, I played Ivern a few times. Really, he's one of those champs where you don't necessarily need to know what you're doing and still succeed. Here comes a dive, a very ill-advised dive. Do people in this game not have a brain? What the heck? See, the Akali thought process is mirroring her summoner name. She just bash her head on the keyboard and hope for the best. When you get matched up against, as a player called Jastkala Flavoveds, what do you expect? His brain is a soup. Now Tryndamere has to be careful. Undying Rage is not up, but he's 2 levels on the Zac, so I don't know what the Zac was hoping for. But that's gonna be a free 300 gold donation to the Tryndamere Foundation. Actually, it's more than that. That's a shutdown kill too. 471 gold. It seems like. My God! And don't forget, in patch 10.8, solo kills are worth more now. In the early game. Nikali gonna 5-point strike forward. She's just chunking out the Kayle, but at this point Kayle doesn't care because Kayle is at least finishing stuff. Like, she finished boots. That's already better than what the Akali did the entire game. Note that she died and didn't buy anything. Like, literally didn't buy anything. And now 2v3 gonna break out. Solar Flare gonna buy some time. Ignite onto the scary Lantern Man. Might kill him off, but no, the Thresh Shield saves him only for a brief moment. The Leona Sword cuts through him like slicing through really freezing butter. It's kinda hard, but it gets the job done. Ivern's gonna walk away. He's gonna try to queue back. Daisy will be the sacrifice. The sad golem crashes onto the ground, but the master lives. Tryndamere still split pushing off a storm. It's this. I guess Tryndamere is winning his lane now, and Ivern is winning his jungle matchup in a way. As twisted as it is, Ivern being in this state kind of makes him ahead. So now they just have to kind of make up for the fact that their mid laner is a brain dead golfer and golfer. Brain dead golfer. Oh no. We're not talking about Trump. Bot lane is also not doing well for blue team this game. So really it's just up to... I mean, here's the problem with Ivern. No matter how good you play, you can't really rescue... You can't really rescue people when the enemy team is this fed. That is 116 CS, tied with their fed solo lane. 7-1 and 3 Sivir. Boots and Reaver done, not even before plays are gone. And a BF sword in her inventory. This is obscenely rich. Thresh just gives up on life. And Ivern decides to support the strong point of the map, which is the correct play. Ivern doesn't really contribute the swing factor to bring deficient lanes back from the brink, let's say. But what he can do is help snowball ahead lanes by a significant margin, like more than what is normally possible. And a Herald grab for top lane Tryndamere here. Now red team actually kind of has to hurry up. Tryndamere might be in a position to win the game through split push. No, that sounds ridiculous, like I'm kind of laughing as I say it, because red team is certainly not playing a timer this game, so it's not like, oh, we have to close it out before they outscale us or anything. But what they do have to watch out for is that if they let this Tryndamere get too huge, he might just absorb enough pressure by himself to the point where red team kind of start bleeding momentum. Just kidding, he got shut down. Okay. Okay, that will do. And now Ivern. Oh man, try as he might, he needs to try to save this. Okay, if Daisy and Ivern solo a Zac, I don't know what to say to him, man. I mean, he's kind of doing it, but it's at the same time, he's never gonna find this kill, right? There's no way he finds this kill, right? 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 Oh my! Okay, fine. If Daisy didn't die and the shield exploded, Jax dies. Oh no! I can't believe it. They're being. I mean, I can't believe it. Ivern can absolutely do this. Like, that's what the champion can do. He's just very unkillable in a very warped way, despite being so squishy. But yeah, that's happening. Also, what the heck? Johnny Sins. The tree man finally gets killed off by the Sivir, but I was astounded at the name Johnny Sins. Oh god. Okay, because I used to play Siege, I know this reference. Johnny Sins is a porn star. Oh god. I used to play Siege, I watch Bikini, I watch his content, so I know who Johnny Sins is. For the out of the loop, Bikini once upon a time hired Johnny Sins, the male porn actor, to read a line out for him to convince Ubisoft to add ACOG to the Boss G shotgun, because Johnny Sins apparently kind of looks like Blitz. That's all I know. Like that became a meme, and I can't believe Ivern named himself after a porn star. Like names a not himself, obviously a summoner. Oh, but here comes Johnny Sins in the clan Ivern. Oh, but the Kali gets a solo kill. Well, assisted solo kill onto the KO. I say assisted because all Ivern really did was a shield that the Kali didn't need. But we'll say that's a solo kill, just to boost her ego a little bit. And now Ivern gonna run into a Jax. Tryndamere is gonna spin over. He does have Undying Rage, but I don't think he can find this kill. I mean, his name is Johnny Sins. He's in the clan Ivern. He's playing Ivern. He most likely has eternal upgrades for his mastery emote. Once again, I haven't really confirmed. Every time he flashes emote, I'm not there to fully see it. Oh, Johnny Sins, run away! He's gonna get grabbed back! Everybody on blue team's falling solo, and the Sivir Boomerang shredding through blue team here. The Tryndamere is here for revenge, but he already blew his flash and he wasn't able to close the gap. One more spinning slash might do it. He does have the ignite. He gets it! The Sivir gets shut down here. 500 gold to the Tryndamere, but the Jax is here to dunk him. Undying Rage will keep him alive. He's trying to smack the Tryndamere. He can't get it. Tryndamere might try for a ward hop. The virus is here, but he's walked up way too far. The Ivern is coming in to try to rescue the root onto the Jax. Buys the Ivern some time. Somehow, that was an even trade. 2 for 2. Never mind. No, Johnny Sins. He gets killed off here. The Tendril Corruption finds the Jax. Varus wants some revenge. Oh, but he's not going to get it. Zac clops him over the head. 4 for 2. Make that a team fight win for red team. Although critically, they dropped their AD carries gold streak. Not the best outcome, but this AD carry is so fat that she got shut down twice and still has a bounty. Just a limitless supply of gold for the enemy to plunder. Nobody on blue team is strong enough to plunder it though. Akali might go for a solo kill, but Kale is currently immune, but perfect execution takes it. See, you don't need IQ to play Akali. 30 IQ works just fine. You can still kill a Kale. Now, despite the 8 kill lead, red team not too ahead this game. Although I don't think they should be worried. Sivir does scale up very well into the late game and she's already so fed. Tryndamere gonna get turned by the Jax, but the clobbering, the crits, he finds it, and Jax. Oh man, you think it's enough time during his dash timer to go on Reddit and make a post about how Tryndamere is OP? Johnny Sins is gonna get out with the help of a friendly lantern. Sivir's gonna pop on the hunt, but not gonna find it. Actually, hold on. Before I spew more BS, let me just go Google the name Johnny Sins. Yeah. He is a porn actor. Okay, yeah. I was like, what if was like a 1% chance I got it wrong? I didn't get it wrong. The team fight breaks out. Red team secures the Drake. Johnny Sins is just gonna book it out of there. And now the rest of red team gonna try to run in. They want to secure some kills, but the Ivern root stops them from going forward. Daisy is the sacrifice. But you know what? Daisy is probably stronger than at least one champion on blue team right now, so we'll count that as a champion kill. Just doesn't give nearly as big of a bounty. Johnny Sins gonna free some KFC. He's gonna... I mean, he's too low to really make anything happen. And for Ivern at this stage, you really do kind of need redemption to start resetting fights. But he's opted for the Censor second, which makes sense, because the person he wants to buff this game is a Tryndamere, and later on, if he ever gets relevant again, he wants to buff the Varus as well. So his second item is the Censor over the Redemption. But Redemption is almost core now at this stage in the game for Ivern. He definitely needs that. The fights need to be reset. Blue team needs health bar refills again in these team fights. Kao's gonna get rooted up. She doesn't have the ultimate. Oh, she does have the ultimate, but she doesn't get it off on time. Zack's gonna bounce through every member of blue team. He's gonna make it out just fine. Leona's gonna walk her way in. Now it's her turn to 1v5. Sivir's gonna send the boomerangs through, but the Tryndamere literally cannot die. The Jax comes in to maybe change that, but they're fighting one at a time at the current moment. Varus is still free hitting this whole time, and red team, the one at a time strat doesn't pay off for them, but the Sivir has finally arrived in full force. Jax will not kill the Akali. Akali will find the kill on her instead. Ivern protects the Sivir, but the Boomerang Blade not gonna find it. Daisy is knocking up the Sivir as well. She's in the 1v3, but these three are so low. The Boomerang kills off the Ivern. She kills off the Akali, and now it's just a 1-7 stretch. He can't find it. It's a 4-4-4. But man, red team really donated 4 kills there. It's donations. In a straight up 5v5, they never get 4 kills. Not if they had to work for it like that. Sivir not gonna take a tower shot here. Thresh really wants to set her up for something, but Sivir's too strong. He has to get out. Even the ricochets are enough to do serious dents in him. She's gonna pop Summoner heal. A little blunder here. She loses her summoners, but she gets the tower. Also, shoutouts to the Ivern, that last team fight. I know I'm kind of fanboying over him, but honestly, I think he's played really well. He might be the best player in this whole game. Like, of all 10 players in this game, he might have been the best. Like, he's made the correct man movements, he's made the correct saves, he's definitely in the right place at the right time. The rest of his team is horribly feeding. Like, the bot lane difference is huge. Sivir is destroying it this game. She's so good. This is such an amazing Sivir performance. And the Ivern's job is way harder than the Sivir here. Sivir is riding high off of victory, and she just needs to kind of, you know, make the final shot. And Ivern is here trying to put out fires and raise 4 kids. How many kids does Johnny Sins have? Let me Google that. Johnny Sins. He has a wife, okay. Sure. Does he have any kids? Doesn't seem like he has. Does he have kids? No, he doesn't have kids. Okay, never mind. Ivern's not raising any children. And while I was googling a porn star, they're gonna kill another tower here for red team. Now Sivir, oh, Sivir finds a Varus. Varus might take a lot of pain. One auto essentially brings him to half through 2 shields. And now the Tryndamere is here to find some revenge. On the hunt, tries to speed the Sivir up. The Tryndamere will flash forward with kill. All will protect her. The Undying Rage is here, but Sivir is kiting it out beautifully. Tryndamere can't find any damage. He needs to grab the lantern to survive. He doesn't survive. The Sivir boomerang follows him all the way through. The Akali's in the shroud. Perfect execution. Does no damage to the backline. Sivir finds the easiest double kill of her life. And now it's full retreat mode for Johnny Sins and the 4 kids that he's adopted, apparently. And now red team turns their sights to Baron. They lost 2 kids, but that's okay. They still have 2 more. You send one of them to college and the other one becomes deadbeat. Eventually goes on to deal drugs. Which one is the drug dealer here? One of these kids is getting sent to college. The other one just, I don't know, go play with the bad kids after school. 25 minutes into the game, they're gonna teleport onto the Drake because they want to secure the soul. The Ivern is near the pit, but he might not make it in time before the Drake just gets melted like hot butter. He does see this. There's a pink. This is essentially in full vision. Daisy gets popped over the wall. One smite will secure it. He gets it! Johnny Sins secures the Drake. But he's also gonna die. He stays off the Mountain Soul. And now blue team has to survive for 35 seconds without their primary shielder, essentially. Ivern's crushing these fights. Like, he can keep people alive. The one thing that blue team can't afford to do was what they did last fight. And that's kind of dive in bullheadedly and just die one by one. And Kali gonna find the Jax. Jax is gonna counter strike away, and he gets the stun off. Kali might need to perfect execution now. She's in her smoke cloud, trying to buy some time. Perfect execution too, doesn't hit. And now the Trinity gets caught out by 3. The Zenith Blade lands on the Thresh. That's gonna be a very, very dead Thresh. The rest of the damage piles onto him. He's not long for this world. And the backline's gonna get bounced all around. Johnny Sins is making a run for it. His industry has failed horribly and is hugely exploitative. And now the entire red team, 5-man strong, gonna push into the base. 3-4-0 fight that fight. And the Kali wasn't even there because she blew her whole kit to get Jax to half health. Not the best performance off in the Kali I've ever seen. Ignore the fact she has 7 kills, like 6 of them weren't even earned. And now this seems like a very easy coast to end the game here for a red team. This game was a foregone conclusion ever since bot diff really came into effect. And Tryndamere gonna try to find something here. Not gonna do anything. Undying Rage. He's gonna be CC'd for the entire duration. He's not Tryndamere. Well, he's definitely not alive. KO finds the double kill, and the game's gonna end in red team's victory. Amazing job to the Sivir. MVP for sure. But the MVP of our hearts was definitely Johnny Sins, the Ivern.